Welcome to Janmashtami special episode of the Coffee Con Show, powered by the Emerging India Forum TIF and a tech partner, Prime Infotech Solution. So, in a world where every signature can shift the course of millions, legal counsel is no longer an enabler, it's the engine. Meet Monica Salwan, Vice President, Legal at Kotak Mahindra Bank, a legal leader who has seamlessly navigated the complexities of retail banking, digital finance, insurance, and litigation over a two-decade career. Whether it's decoding regulatory frameworks or negotiating high stakes contracts, Monica doesn't just interrupt the law, she lives it, breathes it, and builds value through it. From the courtrooms of Delhi to the corner offices of Mumbai's financial towers, her journey is a testament to perseverance, clarity, and the power of knowing when to pause and when to push. In this episode, we'll discuss her unique legal lens on banking, the evolution of compliance in the digital age, and how personal courage has shaped professional conviction. And we also come to know Monica as a person. Theme is from courtroom grit to boardroom grace, Monica Salwan's legal legacy in banking. So, welcome, Monica, today's special episode. So, you're very fortunate because you're celebrating Janmashtami at the Coffee Conversation Show. So, like,
Thank you so much, Lion, for inviting me here for the session. And it is actually honor for me that I'm here to have a coffee discussion. I'm looking forward for that. Out to initiate.
yeah. So, let me explain you. There are three rounds: professional, personal, and a rapid fire round where you will be in the hot seat. And here's inspiration: Legal AI 101. Let's see how you can implement these tools at your bank, Kotak. Let's begin. So, friends, I'm Lion Amir Virani, host at Coffee Con and legal tech evangelist at Prime Methodic Solution, author of 15 books. We help law firms, corporate legal, startup, SME, world-class technology, software licensing, and tech training solutions. So, my first question, Monica, from litigation to leadership in banking, what inspired your transition from courtroom advocacy to corporate advisory, and how has the journey been?
Yeah, actually, it's the courtroom. Once you mentioned the courtroom, actually, I went into that courtroom only. It's no doubt in courtroom when you're appearing before the court of law, before the judges. One thing I could connect when I joined corporate, like there should be a preparedness of the facts in your hand. You should be ready with your logical reasoning, be analytical, right? And the very important, you need to connect with the audience, you need to connect with the judge so that you can convince the judge, right? So the same principle applies in the corporate also. You need to connect your audience means here, like you need to connect with your business. You need to understand the business needs, and that's how you are actually you can involve yourself in the corporate life. That's how you can help them and protect the interest of the organization. So definitely, it just somehow happened from courtroom to corporate. I mean, I don't know how it happened, but definitely some liking towards the corporate lifestyle. Also, I wanted to always go for the corporate. I wanted to experience the corporate, no work. How, what exactly would be the, no exposure to what could be the legal, no issues involved. How do they work? So these kind of curiosity made me to enter into corporate life. And what I found, yes, there's a lot of similarity here. The active litigation, if I compare, and as well as the passive litigation, I should say, in the corporate. But definitely, we are always on the four wheels, and then we will be helping the advocates. So almost the life is almost similar, except the appearance before a court of law.
Wow. So let's dive deep in conversation, Monica. What's your approach to balancing regulatory compliance with the business need for innovation in banking?
As you know, now the banking is moving towards more digital, as a digital, taking a digital approach now. And this is a good way also, I should say. Uh, we are launching new products, right? Digital products, online banking, video KYC. We are giving options to customers, right? Getting into no availing the facility online also. So the more ease to customers, the more benefits to them. So digital way of banking definitely is a new no, innovation in banking field. But with such use of AI and as well as no digital means of procuring the customer base and as well as provide the banking facility, risk also comes, right? So we need to assess the risk also. We need to do some compliances also, because RBI has their own regulations and rules which we have to follow, and within that periphery we have to provide the services and the facility to customers. Very much important when you are actually in getting into these kind of facilities and providing it to customers at large. You need to also comply the regulators guidelines, so that no the interest of the customers is protected, and as well as of the organization too. So there's a plethora of the regulations, we should say, which we need to comply, and we do comply while getting into the or stepping into the digital banking.
Beautiful. So, Monica, what legal risk in modern banking keeps you up at night or excites you the most?
Sorry. So what I was saying, yes, the digital method which we are using now these days provide the bank for providing the banking facility. Certainly, it involves a risk. You are dealing with the customer confidentiality, right? And you and definitely you are bound by the regulatory guidelines to protect the customer information confident. You need to keep it confidential. And there's a lot of frauds being no is happening these days, and you can't even imagine, like even with by clicking on the link hyperlink, your bank account gets hacked. So while you are giving these such facilities to your customers, you need to you need to be prepared for how to protect that also, the interest of the customers, which is very much important in today's aspect, right? So it's a kind of a challenge, exciting, I should say, like how much you are prepared for that risk, right? How much precautions you have taken while you are getting into those stepping into that mode of banking or facilities. So definitely it's a challenge, but if we are prepared for that, well versed with the guidelines and regulations and statutory and the law, definitely you can go through it.
Wow. So, with such deep expertise in insurance law, Monica, how do you view its intersection with digital banking today?
Mm, no, I was when I was in life insurance company, I was handling the claims department and the litigation. So long back in those days, we were not having the again that digital mode of insurance, solicitation of the insurance products. Now IRDA has made it mandatory to issue the policies online, right? It last year it happened. And then you are soliciting the insurance policy through phones, SMS, emails. So this is how the evolution is there in the insurance sector also. So definitely, when we are discussing about the insurance, trajectory, so I can see there's a much change has come in this sector also.
Wow. So, Monica, you have worked extensively in digital and retail banking. How has the legal landscape evolved with the rise of fintech and online services, and where do you see it will go in next 5 years?
Can you just repeat your question?
You have worked extensively in digital and retail
Yes.
banking. How has the legal landscape evolved with the rise of fintech and online services, and where do you see in next 5 years?
Yeah, actually, again, I'm coming back onto the digital method of no banking, opening of accounts, from opening of accounts to lending also, lending facility. Everything has become digital these days. So more important is uh, how, like when we are providing some services to the customers, like we are doing the video KYC, even the lending also, we don't know the what custom, whether it's being a fraud being played upon, or actually a customer is genuine customer. So definitely there are the recent guidelines also of the RBI to protect those frauds, and we have to abide those, and we are taking care of that, keeping in mind while providing these facility to customers and as well as customer base. So this is, I think, legal landscape. I should say there's a lot of changes happened in respect to the online banking more. So that is the major thing which we need to keep in our mind and consideration.
Wow. So let's go memory down the lane, Monica. Can you take us behind the scenes of a high stakes negotiation or contracts? How did you navigate it and what were the key learnings?
Uh, High stake contracts, I should say, I'll take an example of a government authority contracts. I will not name them basically. So when you're dealing with government authority, these authorities are very strict and very much strict regarding to their documentation. So for them, there's no change accepted in their documentation or the contract, you say. So and you have to do the business, right? So you and few, like in the contracts, few things are negotiable, like those some clauses are very standard which can be negotiable. So you need to understand the things which are negotiable, right, which are standard. You don't need to just push for those things. Just go for, like, there's compliances also when you're agreeing certain no procedure and process of the authority or maybe that stakeholder. You have to first ensure whether the compliance of the set process or the guideline is feasible or not, because any deviation from the processes may lead to a penalty, right, may lead to an indemnity. So how to protect your interest while getting into such kind of contracts, high stake of contracts? Maybe it is somewhere to some extent it is not negotiable, but we need to highlight the risk related to no, confidentiality terms and the indemnity, how to limit your liability, how to minimize your risk. That is most important. So I think those we have dealt with authorities, so we have come across such kind of situations. But we have sailed through also by negotiating on major and important clauses where we wanted to. So I think these are the major concerns which everyone needs to look into when they are dealing with a high stake, lesser risk exposure and the lesser liability, how we can look for.
Wow. So, what role do arbitration and dispute resolution play in shaping risk strategy at the corporate level today, according to you, Monica?
Very important, because arbitration is the key. Dispute resolution comes into play when there's a settlement is going between the parties, and you can get interim relief through an arbitration, and it's a faster mode of the getting a relief. Because if you're approaching the court of law, definitely that will take time. That will take sweet time, and you are no you're going through a long process for that. But business needs to be continued. Yeah. So how not to halt the business is very important, because continuation of business is very much significant in the corporate. So without any further risk and without any loss. So what we prefer always, if we are having an arbitration clause in the agreement, we prefer as soon as possible we try to settle out the matter and let the continuity of the business there. So that is the major concern of ours, and they definitely help
Wow.
the parties, because it's faster mode of getting a relief, and as well as it's less expensive, I should say. And parties are at much ease while approaching the their own appointed judge or judiciary, or you can say a statutory authority.
Wow. So, Monica, how has your leadership style evolved over the years?
It's evolved. It's evolved kind of. I don't know how a traditional method was, but these days is more empathetic, right?
Mhm.
And they understand the employee nerves. They because a leader is to be there, they have to understand not only the requirement, like how to get the work done, they also be little empathetic, should be involved with the employee or their team member, and they should be knowing how the things like get resolved without giving any pain or stress to a person. Because if you are having a healthier mind, a stress free mind, you are able to deliver, or you are able to deliver more and in a better way. So leadership, I should say, it's more empathetic these days, and understanding and be approachable, which is very much important.
Wow. So from the world of legal, who has influenced you or has been a mentor?
uh, First, I should say my husband only, because I used to get very stressed like just a long back, because it's a very stressful job. So what used to happen? So I come and then like came back home and then very little bit stress about the work. It didn't happen my way, and then I wanted to do like things. Then I got just one learning from him. Whatever happens has happened. Like these are the learning you are getting. You're getting you're getting. If it has happened, just happen, just try and start afresh, and just be with a calmer mind. That's this I have learned from my husband. Okay, if something happened, just happened, try not to repeat it, and be with the calmer mind, so that you can, your output will be much better as compared to the other day when you had not a good day. So this is a good learning. He's my I should say, he's my mentor also in everything. So we are kind of friends, so this is the best thing I have.
Beautiful. Wow. Okay. So that was you receiving mentorship. How do you mentor your team?
uh, if we are suppose, definitely legal is a department, we work on always crucial projects and matters, we deal with the urgent matters only most of the time. So there's always a business pressure also, I agree to that. And because we are expected and they look upon us like everything should become instantly, and then it should be a no instant resolution, right? We definitely tell them a risk, so it's kind of a pressure is always being mounted on the team members. So definitely every person has a different understanding of things, and recepting of being receptive to different kind of pressure. So what we need to do, if someone is not feeling good, maybe stressed or demotivated, we try to be a little bit get involved yourself, uh, give them an extra handful hand, like they can, you can give an extra help to them by giving a more one more team member or support to them. So they should not forget their purpose, why they have come into this field of law, what they are serving actually,
Wow.
right? And what they have to deliver, the purpose. So this is the them more exposure, how much we can give them, and support should be there always.
Wow. Okay. AI is everywhere. How is AI impacting the work of corporate legal team, especially the banking sector?
I should say AI is a very good thing. No, people are using AI. Definitely, it's helping. You just feed the data, you get the contract draft. You just feed the data, you get the judgment also. Uh, I understand. Definitely, AI is helpful, but it should be treated as an assistant to you. It should be taken as an assistant, not should not replace you altogether, because human brain works differently, right? So because it can't be empathetic, and a human brain works in a different manner, and you need to analyze the situation. Sometimes it also no there's a skips messes which AI may not need not to no they will not get it right. They will give you straight answer. Okay, this is the summary you have given to me, and this is the answer you are. It may be you need to re-verify, you need to verify again those facts. You should not always go by the AI, what AI has given you as an output. So verification of the facts and as well as applying your brain is very much important. Side by side, simultaneously, you're using the AI.
Wow. So, Monica, recently you pursued an LLM from Maharashtra National Law University while holding a senior role. How has returning to academia enriched your practice, your perspective?
Very much. I completed my law in 2003 from Campus Law Center. So that was a 3 years course, right? So definitely that time we didn't have this concept of internship also. We just had a moot court and projects and all. So and though we had a very good teachers, if I compare today, I did my LLM just through 3 years back only from National Law University, Mumbai. So but then we came across the IT law. There's a lot of changes and a lot of updates are there in the laws in information technology and merger and acquisition. There are a lot of changes have been done. So which we sometimes what happen we when we are working in a specific field, we don't go out of that field because we are in the monotonous job, right? So we try to definitely we are updating ourselves. We keep updating ourselves, but when we get into such kind of academic professional courses and all, then you feel that you definitely you are lacking somewhere. You have to update yourself every time, and I believe every person has to update time to time.
Oh, beautiful. So, a, what message would like to give to a young woman, legal professionals, ke, upskilling? Why is it important?
I'm sorry, your voice, there's
What message would
something.
like to give to young women, legal professional out there about upskilling? I'm dividing into two parts. First part is about upskilling, like you did an LLM. So my next question will be, uh, transiting from a law firm to a corporate legal team, what things they should keep in mind to transition? So there are two questions.
Yeah.
One is,
So when you are concerned about the transition from the law firm to the corporate, right?
yeah, that is one question. Second is upskilling
Okay.
in later part of the life. Why upskilling is important for women legal professionals?
Why it is only for the women legal professional? I should ask you one question. Why it is not for the men?
Because you,
So
I want to be a
I'll
role
come back.
model for the women.
I'll just I'll discuss on this second point anyways. I'm just asking you. I'll just first answer to your first question. When you're transiting from the law firm to corporate, definitely law firm, when you're working in a law firm, there's a different no pattern you have to follow. It's a case assigned to them. You are responsible and no your entire responsibility for that particular case because you're dealing with the customer face to face, right? So there's a only specific case you are dealing with, and you have a limited knowledge of that particular thing. Suppose you are dealing with a family law, maybe any corporate law, company law. So you're dealing, maybe you have an expertise in the similar in a specific area. When you're going to a corporate, you need to understand, because in active litigation, you're not you don't have any exposure to the business intricacies, because in when you are getting into corporate, you need to understand the business of the corporate also. Only then you can help them to protect the interest of the organization. And when you are dealing with their documentation, right, and the issues arising from those business, right, so only then you can help them how to minimize the risk. And in legal firms, you don't have that much exposure to corporate no corporate business. There's a little bit understanding. So what we are feeding to our empaneled lawyers and all, they get to know that much of details regarding those issues involved. So I think this is a lot of transition, and you need to communicate. How to communicate to your stakeholders is very much important, because this is an expansion. This is a kind of an expansion you're having. You have a different kind of varieties and various departments you have. So different kind of stakeholders you will get here. Risk hai, business hai, right? And then there are a lot of operations, processes. You need to understand everything then.
Yeah. So next question, upskilling. Why upskilling is yeah, helpful in later part?
That's just as I said before, upskilling is very much important because you're dealing uh, not only a particular issue, you are dealing with the interest of the organization now. You have to work on that. So upskilling, in the sense, I should say, you should be that much. You should be knowledgeable enough to understand the business first. I'm just repeating here because what happens in corporate, understanding of business is very much important. Only then you can provide a solution. So how business is being run, right? What the demand of the product, what is the demand of the business, what is the requirement of the organization is entirely a different no story, which, and it's entirely a different no the kind of no it's an entirely different vertical you need to understand. So there's a lot of difference between the active litigation and the passive litigation, you though you have to play the role of both in the corporate. So upskilling is very much important in every field of law. It's not restricted to one no particular vertical of law or a segment of law.
Wow. So let's go to next round, Monica, and understand you as a person. Tell us about your family and your formative years.
My husband is heading legal department and fraud of Bajaj Life. And my daughter, she's doing Mumbai. And I have no background, legal background. Basically, my father was in administrative services, so even I wanted to join administrative services only. I wanted to do the IPS. I wanted to become an IPS officer. Oh, but the everything just turned around for me, and then happens to be a lawyer now. But it's a very noble profession which I found, and definitely there are a lot of learnings I have got from my family, my father, my because I was in a very disciplined family. Like my father was a disciplined person, and then he was strict also. So, and even the mentors and teachers we got in colleges and universities, I learned a lot of them from those people, and that, so definitely my childhood was kind of a more studious and then very conservative.
Wow. So what's your favorite way to switch off after a day spent in clauses, contracts, and compliance?
I'm sorry, you didn't complete your
What's your
question.
favorite way to switch
Okay.
off after a day spent in clauses, contracts, and compliance?
Clauses, compliance, and contracts, it always goes in my mind even after I'm I'm back to work. But anyways, I like to have a good food, and definitely a good sleep is required. But I'm also very no into sports also. uh, you can say as a hobby also, that's fine. I go for a run and some exercises. That's my routine. So whatever gives me no little bit relaxation and peace, I go for that.
Wow. So is there a childhood memory that still shapes your sense of discipline or decision making?
Uh, I, as I told you, my father father was strict by his nature. So definitely, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it's okay. I learned a lot of things from him. Like definitely, I was a very discipline I got from him, I should say. And yeah, more my family, my brother is also a legal professional, my younger one. So I think it's now running in the family, what we have got from him. And so I can't say more on that.
Wow. Okay. Uh, so what's a hobby or interest you have secretly always wanted to pursue but never found the time?
I wanted to learn one musical instrument. I tried my hand on violin, but I learned a bit. But after some time, I couldn't get time to pursue it, so I left it in between. But I definitely look for, like, I want to continue with either violin or guitar, whatever in future. It relates
Please
to
do.
music, so it's good.
Yeah. Okay. So, what a book or movie which has left a lasting impression on your life, not professionally but personally?
Your screen froze. I'm sorry. Your screen froze. Hello.
What's What's a book or movie that left a lasting impression on your life, not professionally but personally?
I honestly, I'll tell you, I'm not a bookworm. I read good books, and I'm more a person who likes to deep into or jump into history. I want to go back into 1947 or 41 somewhere. Sometimes I feel, and definitely movies I watch for just entertainment. But I like movies which is basically related to all, like, no, which gives learning, like patriotism and all, which is based on real facts. And so, like Border, you can say these kind of movies I like, and definitely. So I'm not a very movie person also. So I think might not be this question may not be suiting to me.
Okay. So, if your friends had to describe you in three words, what would it be?
I can say myself as a visionary person because I'm very ambitious and I like to do things in a very meticulous way and perfection. So
Wow. So, what are your plans for 2025? No, there are only a few months remaining, personally and professionally.
I'm still looking to update myself. As you said, upskills like is very important because you are coming across every day in a new, because I've just completed my posh training also. So
Mhm.
I want to learn new things so I can help the organization in one other way, which will be helpful in my growth also, and my personality helps me in developing my personality too, definitely. So let's see.
Wow. Since we're celebrating Janmashtami, what message would like to give to our viewers out there?
Please go out, enjoy yourself, eat good fun healthy food, and take a, like give some time to yourself in a spiritual, no, sphere. That is good for us because it's kind of a meditation only.
Wow. Okay. Uh, if someone wants to visit Pune, what are the places and food to have in Pune from you being a tour leader, tour guide?
um, I'll tell you, I don't go out so much, but it's okay. Koregaon Park is the most happening place here. If I would like to suggest someone to come to Pune and then go to good food, definitely there are a lot of places. You can come and you can ask me. Definitely, I'll help you in that.
Wow. So let's put you in a hot seat, the rapid fire round. Your favorite color?
Black,
Early bird or midnight? You're an early bird person or a midnight?
early bird,
Uh, one word to describe the legal word today.
be compliant.
Favorite comfort food after a stressful negotiation.
Stressful negotiation. Regular Indian food.
Uh, your dream travel place.
London.
Define Monica in three words.
Oh, I just described myself in one word. You're asking me in three words now. Okay. Uh, I'm ambitious, definitely, and I'm a very honest person, and I'm dynamic also.
Wow. A mantra you live by.
Live and let live, please.
Tea or coffee to recharge.
Tea or coffee to recharge? Uh, Honestly, I'm not a very No, I'm not fond of tea or not fond of coffee, but sometimes when I feel a bit low, I'll go for tea. I take resort to tea, a herbal tea kind of.
Okay, that's fine. So you did well, and here's a book which will be autographed and sent to you.
Thank you so much.
So, so, Monica, thank you for this special episode. Uh, it was a lovely conversation with your wisdom, warmth, and wit. From courtroom grit to boardroom grace, your journey is not just inspiring, it's empowering. And you said very well, okay, upskilling is very important. You've shown us how law is not just a profession, but a powerful tool to build trust, enable innovation, and lead with integrity. Your reflections on balancing compliance with creativity, embracing lifelong learning, and leading with values will resonate deeply with every emerging lawyer and seasoned professional watching this. If to our audience out there, if today's episode sparked a thought, a smile, or shift in perspective, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the Coffee Con Show on YouTube. This is where legal minds brew hold bold ideas. So until next time, keep leading, keep learning, and keep the conversation brewing. And we meet on Monday with another coffee speaker. So happy Janmashtami to all our viewers out there. Celebrate Krishna because he's there in every part of our lives. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr.